Nowadays, training and educating children with passion has become rare, scarce, and almost can't be found. There is a school that takes passionate education to a whole new level. A school that seeks the natural interest of children for effective learning. That school is Lamberas Islamic School, or simply Labis.
My name is Mrs. Maridia Olubusayo Bello. I'm the proprietor of Lamberas Islamic School. Lamberas Islamic School is a futuristic Islamic school which aims at equipping students with intellectual skills and Islamic ethics and values, which are going to be necessary tools for them to use in the future.
Yeah, the Islamic character really improved. So it's not a matter of blowing the trumpet of the school. The school really deserved it. Comparatively, when we look at the school compared with other schools within the vicinity, even outside the Kwara State, the difference is very, very clear.
Lamberas Islamic School stems the natural interest and intelligence in children using an education method called Montessori. Montessori is a system of education for young children that seeks to develop natural interests and activities rather than use of formal teaching methods, invented by Maria Montessori in 1907.
I'm a trained Montessorian with Modern Montessori International London. The Montessori aspect of Lamberas Islamic School started about 5 years ago specifically. Since then, it has been giving us a lot of progress. We have been seeing a lot of light with this method of teaching.
Founded well over a decade ago, Lamberas Islamic School has become one of the top schools in Nigeria and has been making great waves in being a foremost educational institution among great schools in the country.
The journey started about 14 years ago in 2006. Over the years, we have been able to put our marks in the sands of time. We have gone for several competitions, and we have been able to lead in most of these competitions, both in Kwara State and outside.
Lamberas Islamic School, we don't only pride ourselves in the academic excellence of our pupils, we also ensure that we cover all other aspects. Raising a total child is our aims and objective. A child that is balanced both socially, academically, mentally.
I have 2 kids in Lamberas Primary School. So far, so good, alhamdulillah. I have no reason to regret bringing my kids here.
Many schools today struggle with the conventional formal education and has been drowning on the downsides of it, not knowing what alternative that supports education or how to implement the alternative.
My name is Mrs. Mikael Salamat. I've been working with Lamberas for over 8 years now. We started with the Montessori, with the traditional method of teaching. About 2 years back, the school introduced Montessori method of teaching. During the introduction, I was a bit skeptical about the method. But when we started using the method, I discovered that the children reading skills was better than the former. With the use of movable alphabets, object boxes, and picture boxes, they were able to blend and read better compared with the traditional method of teaching. With the use of Montessori materials, the children are more engaged and independent. In Montessori environments, they have the freedom of choice. The child can decide on what materials he would like to work with, and this gives the teacher the opportunity to discover the children's potential. Montessori method equips a child with life skills. In Lamberas, we equip children with life skills.
The school started to adopt the use of Montessori in their quest to strategically improve the quality of education and, most importantly, the learning efficiency of the younger children.
The Lamberas Islamic School decided to adopt the Montessori method of teaching. This adoption was mainly due to the fact that the passion for education is there. I noticed that as the Muslim children need a lot of moral training for them to be able to stand what's outside there for them. So along my line of study, I realized that the Montessori method of teaching is a very good method of teaching that can actually help the children to develop their moral aspect, their emotional aspect, and other aspects that helps to give them a good personality or a good character. And since then, we have been getting better as we are doing it, and it has been giving us a lot of progress in the years.
I'm Dr. Rukayat Bukola. Their method of learning is very interesting and okay, especially the Montessori method, whereby the child learns from what he or she is seeing, handling, and it's really helpful. It encourages them, it makes it more interesting for them, and they grab easily by learning through physical things and other activities.
My passion for Montessori education actually started it was not a prepared thing, because I had a mindset about Montessori initially. This prompted me actually to go for the training at Modern Montessori International London, where I now understood that what Montessori has to bear for us is not just a plaything. In Montessori education, the education is also education, such that with the materials, the cleverly built materials, the child is able to educate him or herself on how to find ways around the activities in the classroom.
The implementation process of Montessori at Labis is one of a kind, the best obtainable anywhere. More so, every teacher and other staff members are grounded in this unique education system.
Lambiras was established in 2006, no doubt about that, and we have been doing well. However, in 2016, I set out to Lagos for a 6-day seminar. We went for the training on Montessori classroom. We were actually wowed by this training. And then, immediately we finished the training, my professor just decided that, okay, all she wants is for us to infuse this in our school and see how we can help our children. Because most of the steps in Montessori is about raising a child that will be independent.
At first, when the proprietors wanted to introduce that method, then we are all skeptical about it. Not only me, all the staff involved, we are all skeptical about it. But alhamdulillah, all the way we were able to go through it successfully. It built confidence to the children. It allowed them to help each other in the class.
A visit to the school shows you expressively not just how much Montessori works, but also how much the children enjoy it and makes learning so much fun. Parents, even those who were skeptical at first about Montessori, are now strong supporters of the educational technique and recognize that there is no better place to get it than Lambiras Islamic School.
The Montessori scheme introduced for the pre-basic is a very great improvement when compared with the previous system of taking the children, because in all ramifications we are seeing a lot of positive changes.
We are always intentional about whatever activity that we do, and with this we try to involve the Montessori mode of teaching in teaching our early year learners so as to give them the best and make them independent.
Nowadays, parents are awakening to the truth that for effective learning for their little kids, they need to have their children at Lambiras Islamic School for the best foundation in true education using Montessori classes.